In the previous session, as you can see it on the screen, we have discussed regarding steady state errors. What do you mean by steady state error, and the different error constants we have already seen. Okay, let me just quickly recall. This was the block diagram considered for our reference. Unity feedback system. So h of s is taken as 1. So your transfer function equation will have only g of s in the denominator. Okay, if I consider feedback as well, not unity, but some transfer function h of s, then the equation will be something like this. And the error signal that we have seen, steady state error, it is equal to limit t tends to infinity. It is important here. In time domain, when we try to define error, we define it in terms of the time as it extends to infinity. That time your output reaches to a constant value. And whatever error occurs during that time, we call it steady state error, ESS. Okay. And ESS, using the final value theorem, we can calculate using this formula. ESS will be equal to limit. You can observe here the S is tending to 0. When the time domain, it is infinity. In the frequency domain, it is tending to 0. Using final value theorem, it is S into the error signal in frequency domain. Or this error signal we have manipulated already. You can go through the previous recording. This is the error signal that we get in frequency domain. Remember, here we have only g of s because it is a unity feedback. Suppose you have a feedback as well, then equation will be 1 plus g of s into h of s. We have already seen for unit step, we get the kp value limit of g of s. We call it position error constant. It is important. What I have put it in the square bracket. This is in the box. What I have put ESS. It is equal to 1 by 1 plus Kp. So this Kp is called position error constant. When the input applied is a ramp, why I am going for different application of inputs? Because if you observe the equation that is got using the final value theorem, this ESS is dependent upon R of S input. So we are trying to find this steady state error for different set of inputs. First time we have applied step input, we got ESS as 1 by 1 plus Kp, where Kp is the position error constant. When I apply unit ramp input, if I observe the error will be ESS is equal to 1 divided by Kv, where Kv is called velocity error constant. We have already seen all these. The third one is unit parabolic input. Okay, so for parabola applied as the input, the error that we got is ESS is equal to 1 divided by Ka, where this Ka is called acceleration error constant. So three different constants, error constants we have seen. One is Kp, position error, velocity error, acceleration error. Fine. Now we were discussing actually in the previous session, the introduction was over, that is the types of feedback systems. In module 1 we have seen the different types of feedback control systems, that is positive feedback, negative feedback, right? General introduction in the introduction part we have seen. However, we can also classify the control systems depending upon how they behave, how they how much they are able to follow the inputs that are applied. Like हम input unit step देंगे, ramp देंगे, parabolic input देंगे. For these inputs, how much your system will respond to follow it. According to that, we classify the systems as type 0, type 1 and type 2 systems. So let me explain you what are these systems, how we classify them. Generally, transfer function equation, if you see, transfer function is equal to, we know it is C by R, output by input, which is equal to G of S divided by 1 plus G of S. I'm not considering here H of S because I'm considering H of S as unit 1, unity gain, feedback unity feedback system hai. So if you see, this is your open loop transfer function. So this open loop transfer function of a unity feedback system, we can write it in two forms. There are different ways to express your transfer function. I hope you have completed the Z transforms in your signals and systems. So just I'll give you an example. Probably in the second half of your Z transforms, you have found inverse Z transforms, right? By using, say, partial fraction method, series expansion method. There are different methods to solve. So what you do there, given system will be what? H of Z is equal to, if I'm correct, please correct me if I'm wrong. H of S is equal to, you get some Z values, right? Z plus 1. I'm giving you some example. Okay. Similarly here, Z plus 2, like that. Some brackets you will get, wherein numerator, if you equate it to 0, you get 0 values. If you take the denominator, equate it to 0, you get pole values. Okay, this is a known term to you. You have already studied Z transforms. So this H of Z, what you are taking in the problems. In the problems, the form that is given to you, it is pole 0 form. Okay, actually there are different methods to represent the transfer function. So in your Z transforms, you have studied the finding of inverse के लिए आप H of n use करते हो, right? You apply the inverse and find the impulse response. So H of Z जो given होता है, that uses पोल 0 फॉर्म, क्योंकि आप न्यूमरेटर को इक्वेट टू 0 करोगे तो आपको जीरोस मिलेंगे, सिस्टम के जीरोस कितने हैं वैल्यूज मिलेंगे. डिनोमिनेटर को आप इक्वेटेड टू 0 करोगे तो आपको पोल वैल्यूज मिलेंगे. सो यू आर फॉलोइंग हियर द सेकंड फॉर्म. However, there is one more form available. Let me just erase this. There is one more form available by which we can write the transfer function. That is called time constant form. Okay, I have just written here how the pole 0 form looks like. You'll be having some constant, say S plus S, because I am working here with the S domain. In your Z transforms, you have worked with the Z domain. Okay, so that's why you have got Z inverse or Z in the numerator and the denominators. Here I'm working in S domain, so I'll get S plus S plus. The S value will be there. S will be the variable. You can see this is the general form of your pole 0 form. An example you can see, 2 into S plus 3 divided by S square into S plus 4 into S plus 6. So this is some form I have, some example I have taken. This is called pole 0 form because you have got here, see, numerator equated to 0, you will get S equal to minus 3. So 0 का position आपको 3 मिलेगा, sorry minus 3. Denominator में देख सकते हो आप, S plus 4 equal to 0, pole value minus 4, S plus 6 equal to 0, S equal to minus 6. Observe here, what do you mean by S square is equal to 0? Can anybody tell me? You have already studied. If I have, let me ask you in terms of Z transforms. Suppose you have in the denominator Z raised to 4. Okay, denominator terms, whenever the factors you equate it to 0, you will get pole locations. Okay, so what do you mean by Z raised to 4 equal to 0? What is the pole value? So if H of Z is given like this, in the denominator, observe you have Z raised to 4, Z plus 3 and Z plus 4. In the denominator terms, if you just keep these factors, equate it to 0, you get the pole value. So one pole location I have given you, one example, Z plus 3 equal to 0, Z is minus 3. Similarly, if I take Z raised to 4 is equal to 0, the meaning of this is the value of Z is what? 0. Right? Even if you take this 4 power, the value of Z will be 0, but how many times? Because it is the power is 4, means 4 roots should come here. So hence the value of Z is 0 4 times. Means ये जो आपका सेंटर है, ओरिजिन है, ओरिजिन के ऊपर एक बार क्रॉस मार्क नहीं चाहिए. पोल इन द सेंस व्हाट, यू टेक द क्रॉस मार्क. 0 के लिए आप सर्कल यूज करते हो, सिंबल. So cross mark 4 times. In the sense, आप एक बार cross mark करके, you cannot show it. You should show it like this, 4 poles. So the meaning of Z raised to 4 equals to 0 means the pole value is 0, 4 poles, 4 times. Okay, why I am asking this is, in the denominator, observe here, when I am taking either time constant form or pole zero form, आप दोनों देख सकते हो. In both denominators you have this s raised to n. So s raised to n, earlier in your z transforms you have taken z raised to n. Okay, n is this small n indicates the pole location at 0, the pole values at 0. Suppose यहाँ पर s square है एक एग्जाम्पल में, इसका मतलब क्या होगा, s square is equal to 0 means the pole value is 0. ओरिजिन पे आपके दो पोल्स प्रेजेंट हैं, जितना पावर होगा उतने पोल्स प्रेजेंट होंगे. एट द ओरिजिन यू गेट टू पोल्स. दैट्स व्हाई दिस n पावर, this n indicates number of poles that are present at the origin, and even it indicates number of integrations that are present in the system. I'll tell you how it is. Hope you understood this. I have taken the reference of your Z transform so that you can understand it here, because S domain rather than using S domain, Z transform is much familiar to you. In Z transforms, you have used pole zero form. But however, here in our error constant studies, we go for time constant form. Okay. And remember, ये दोनों forms interchangeable हैं. How? Let me tell you. Observe what is the difference between time constant form and pole zero form. ये तो k constant है, right? यहाँ पे k है, यहाँ पे k dash है. You have in both the denominators s raised to n. Now the change is, you can see here the factors, the brackets, they are starting with 1 plus. But observe here in the pole zero, the brackets are starting with s plus. So इसको आप 1 plus में कैसे convert कर सकते हो? और reverse. Here you want only s, so that यहाँ पर s plus something है, यहाँ पे you have tz1 into s है. So if in each of these brackets, यहाँ पे मैंने dots लिए हैं, you can see in the sense it is continued. यहाँ पे सिर्फ दो factors मैंने दिखाया है. In this first bracket you take this common, what you will get? If you take this tz1 common, you will get s plus 1 divided by tz1, right? It is similar to this form, s plus some value, some constant. Similarly, in the second bracket also you take tz2 common, you will be left with s plus 1 by tz2. Like that, you can convert one form to the other form. So there is completely, fine to use any of the forms to represent the transfer function. So in your Z transforms, you have used pole zero forms. Here we are using the time constant form. It is perfectly fine. You can convert one in the form of the other. Now coming back to our discussion, we were discussing about the types of feedback systems: type 0, type 1, type 2. Okay. Now talking about this denominator term, s raised to n. N indicates number of poles that are present at the origin, and along with this it also represents number of integrations in the system. Why I am talking about number of integrations is, suppose the value of this n is equal to 0, s raised to 0. What do you mean by this? There is no s term here, so origin पे आपका कोई भी pole नहीं होगा. S raised to 0 means there is no pole which is present at the origin. We call this n is equal to 0, s raised to 0, type 0 system, because we don't have any pole at the origin. Okay, in Z transform you use Z plane, in Laplace transforms we use S plane. Or there are no integration terms involved in a type 0. Now suppose n is equal to 1, means s raised to 1 hai. The meaning is what? S raised to 1 is equal to 0 means origin pe ek pole present hai, 1. 1 indicates the number of poles. So one pole is present. It is a type 1 system. N is equal to 1. One pole is present at the origin and you have a one integration. So this n values is giving you the number of integrations. So go for Laplace transform stable. You can observe when you get the integration, you get this 1 by s is something like that. Okay. Because when we further go for the error constant calculations, you'll understand why 1 by s and why I'm relating it to integral terms. Okay. But as for now, you remember, if n is equal to 0, no poles at the origin. If n is equal to 1, one pole at the origin. Similarly, for type 2 system, n is equal to 2, means two poles will be present at the origin. Okay. Number of integrations, I will show you how it is when I go to the next concept. Hope you understood the different types of systems, type 0, type 1, type 2. Here in brief, I have given you the pole 0 form, how it looks like. Example भी मैंने दिया है. Pole 0, numerator will be zeros, denominators will give you the poles. Next, a time constant form. The same thing I have repeated here. एक example मैंने लिया है. That's it. You can convert one form to the other form also. However, you can see I have used here k dash and here I have used k. So they both are related like this. K is equal to k dash summation of zi, the number of zeros. Okay. Numerator से आपको zeros मिलेंगे. Denominator pole values. That is nothing but these constants. Fine. Now coming to the types of systems, probably this is not required as for now, right now. In the root locus concept, polar plots, you want this concept. So that's why I'm just have drawn one yes plane here. Here, this is type 0, clockwise direction, type 1, type 2 system, and type 3 system. Okay, clockwise direction mein jao, and you can see order 0, no order. Okay, order 1, order 2, and order 3. So these are the coordinates. 4 quadrants are there. एक example आप देख सकते हो, g of s is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus st. The similar transfer function we had got while dealing with the first order system. आपको याद है तो time response of first order system में हमने ये use किया है 1 by 1 plus st. So what is this? It is a type 0 system. Let me say why. Whether you are finding any s power here, there is no s power. So it is s raised to 0. That is 1. So s raised to 0 means power 0 hai. N is equal to 0 hai. Means no poles are present. Hence it is a type 0 system. And order, obviously s ka power kya hai inside the bracket? Highest order is 1. So we determine the order depending upon highest power of s in the denominator terms. Highest power यहाँ पे s raised to 1 into t है. So it is order 1. So ये जो आपका g of s है, it falls here. Order 1, type 0. Okay, एक example मैंने लिया है. The detailed study we will be going through this when we discuss the root locus. Now the actual topic comes, that is a steady state error. So what is the heading we have seen in the previous session? Steady state errors and error constants. So we have seen what is a steady state error. Steady state error, this is the equation we got from final value theorem, and different error constants, that is Kp, positional error constant, Kv, velocity error constant, and Ka, acceleration error constant. So steady state error and error constants we have seen already in the previous session. Now coming to the types of feedback system, we have seen type 0, type 1, type 2, depending upon कितने poles present हैं at the origin or how many number of integrations are involved in that. Depending on that, it is type 0, type 1, type 2. I have given only 3 here. It can be still further type 3, type 4, type 5 depending on s का power जो आएगा. S raised to 3 अगर है, power 3 है, n will be equal to 3. It is a 3 poles are present at the origin. It is a type 3 system and so on. However, practically speaking, only these 3 are generally used. We don't go for type 3, 4, 5 because some reasons are there. We cannot make the system stable. We cannot keep the system stable for type more than 2. That's why we go for either 0, 1 or 2. So we are having studied about the steady state error and error constants. So let us see for these different types, type 0, type 1 and type 2. ये तीन सिस्टम के लिए आपका steady state error क्या होगा? All the three constants, Kp, Kv and Ka. Okay. Now general equation आपको पता है, and I have told you out of two forms, post zero form and time constant form, we here are going to use a time constant form. Okay, आप z transform में आप post zero form use किए हो. Here we will be using the time constant form. Time constant means this form. मतलब जब हम g of s consider कर रहे हैं, this g of s will be in this form. Okay. Now ये s raised to n important है हमारे लिए. We are studying the different types system. So now first one is, let us see what is the steady state error, ESS, and those different values, that is positional error constant, velocity error constant, acceleration error constant. इनका value type 0 system के लिए क्या होगा? Now for type 0 system, as I said, the power will determine the system type. Power यहाँ पे s raised to 0 होगा. So I have substituted the general form g of s will be k into these brackets and so on, numerator, divided by, instead of s raised to n, I am putting s raised to 0 because it is type 0 system. Okay. So with this we get g of s. Now coming to the error constants. Positional error constant we have seen in the previous session. We have derived this. ESS will be equal to 1 by 1 plus Kp. Shall I show you that slide quickly? You can see here. We have derived this expression. ESS will be equal to 1 by 1 plus Kp. Kp is limit s tends to 0, g of s. Okay. This is positional error constant. So इसके लिए हम ये use करेंगे equation. So we have used this ESS is equal to, and what is Kp? Kp is limit s tends to 0, g of s. Okay. Here directly I have written k. What you should supposed to do is, instead of g of s, substitute this. I have just skipped one step here. For Kp is equal to this, substitute in the next step limit of g of s. G of s, ये numerator and denominator वाला term आपको substitute करना है. So what will happen if you apply the limit? Okay, what is the limit? Limit is, the limit is s tends to 0. So अगर आप g of s ये equation लेते हैं, there is no s power here. So what is, if you apply the limit as s tends to 0, what you get? यहाँ पर आपको s tends to 0 हो जाएगी, ये सब 0 होंगे, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, even in the numerator also 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0. So ये जो भी सब factors हैं, all value will be equal to 1, and s raised to 0 is 1. You will get k. That's why directly I have written k. Okay. After substituting g of s and applying the limit, you will get k. So we have seen what is the steady state error. We have seen what is a positional error constant Kp. Kp you will get it as k. So what will be the error? Substitute Kp के लिए substitute कर दो value. Substitute the value of Kp. If you substitute here instead of Kp, k, you will get this. And k is the gain. And gain parameter तो limited ही होगा for any practical system. अगर एक limited value को आप 1 plus value करोगे and 1 divided by some value, you will get one finite value. Okay, I am not giving you a specific correct particular value here, but some finite value you get when you calculate 1 by 1 plus k. So your positional error constant, steady state error, you get some finite value. Okay, ये एक हो गया. Similarly, we will go for velocity error constant. So what is this velocity error constant? We have derived this in the previous session. ESS will be 1 by kv. And what is kv? kv is limit of s into g of s. आप difference देख सकते हो, the difference between positional error constant and kv. यहाँ पर लिमिट में yes नहीं है, here there is a presence of yes. In the next step, keeping yes as it is, g of s के लिए substitute कर दो. g of s you take it from this type 0 system के लिए जो g of s हमने लिखा है, substitute that here and apply the limit as s tends to 0. So s tends to 0 means this will be equal to 1, this will be equal to 1, this will be equal to 1 and ये जो भी terms हैं सभी equal to 1 हो जाएंगे. 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 and you will be left with s into k. Yes tending to 0, substitute the limit, so you will get kv as 0 this time. Earlier we had got k, this time we have got 0. Now substitute that 0 in your error term. ESS for velocity will be 1 by kv or 1 by 0, you will get infinity. So velocity error constant, earlier we had got positional error constant finite value, यहाँ पर this time we have got infinity. Hope you understood the second one. Coming to the third one, acceleration error constant. We have derived this equation already in the previous session. ESS is equal to 1 by Ka and Ka is limit of S square into GS. Again, you can see the difference. Kp equation में आपको there is no S in the limit. In Kv you have got one S. In Ka you will get S square. Okay. Now taking s square as it is, substitute g of s and after this you apply the limit. If you apply the limit, ये s 0 हो जाएगा, second terms all will become 0. So 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, you will get 1 into k into s square. So you can't do anything with this. So go for substitution. So 0 square. You will get ka again 0. So then substitute it in your error equation. So your error will be acceleration due to acceleration error constant. So 1 by Ka, which is 1 by 0, which is infinity. So three values we got. Positional error constant के लिए you got a finite value, first one. For velocity error constant, you have got infinity. For acceleration error constant, again you have got infinity. So we have seen for type 0 system, we have got three different errors: positional, velocity and acceleration. Now what we will do, we will hope you understood this. Anywhere if you get any doubts, please ask me. Till then I'll continue the next one. Let us analyze similarly what all we have done. Similarly, what all we have done here for type 0 system. Okay, type 0 के लिए हमने जो ये steps follow किए हैं. Similarly, we will repeat this for type 1 system and then for type 2 system. So type 1 के लिए what will be the change? Type 1 system में आपको यहाँ पर s raised to 1 होगा. But for type 0, observe करो, what was the power of s? We had taken s raised to 0. So that's the difference. So what I will do here, for type 1 system, the power of the power of s, that is s raised to n, s raised to 1 hoga. So what will be your g of s? It is k dash into 1 plus, ये सब same रहेगा, सिर्फ यहाँ पर आपको s raised to n के बदले में s raised to 1 आएगा. Hope ये type 1 system के लिए आपने g of s लिख लिया है. Then we will try to analyze the different three error constants. First, positional error constant. We know this ESS is 1 by 1 plus Kp and Kp is a limit of g of s and s tends to 0. Now substitute g of s. ये हमने already type 1 के लिए g of s consider कर लिया है. Let me substitute it here. Now apply the limit as s tends to 0. So ये आपका 0 हो जाएगा in the next step. Okay, ये भी 0 हो जाएगा. All these bracket terms you will be having 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0. So you will be left with only k by s, or k by substitute 0. What is k by 0? Infinity. आपको kp का वैल्यू infinity आया है. Then what will be the error? Error, that is due to the positional error constant kp, it is equal to 1 by 1 plus kp, 1 by 1 plus infinity. This is equal to 0. How? 1 divided by, आप infinity को कुछ ऐड कर रहे हैं. infinity को आप कुछ भी ऐड करो या subtract करो, you will get infinity only, right? So 1 by infinity is 0. So first value we got it as 0 here. Now going for the next, velocity error constant, that is ESS is equal to 1 by kV. And what is kV? Limit of s into g of s. So earlier what was kp? It was simply g of s. kp is equal to limit g of s. Here it is s into g of s. So keeping s as it is, I will substitute for g of s. g of s में already s raised to 1 लिया है हमने, ये दोनों cancel हो जाएंगे. And apply the limit here, substitute s as 0. So all will be 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0. You will be left with only k. So this time kV we got it as k. And what will be the error? Error will be equals to 1 by kV or 1 by k. 1 by k अगर आप calculate करते हो कि ये practically speaking gain का value है, so you will get some error which is of finite value. Okay, so this is about velocity error constant. Similarly, we will go for acceleration error constant.